All right. And we are live. Yes.
All right.
Sound
That
effect.
is our going live sound.
This checks out.
I'm clipping that and looping it
Fantastic.
every time we
Oh,
start.
man.
Legit.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I could
welcome back.
hum the Doctor Who song if you want.
Yeah,
we'll get
that's
sued for that.
Yeah, probably not as
Well,
good.
it'll be
It'd
off
funny
key and
once.
rearranged. So.
Yeah, I guess as long as it's a parody, we're okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Transformative.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an artistic interpretation of Doctor Who.
Mhm.
Sounds a lot like Star Trek.
Welcome back to Defenders of Kobold, the Gebrindalethor. I can't even say my own fucking thing.
It's going to be Dr. Who Trek.
Gebrindalethor campaign.
The
I really set
Del
myself up with that
Gribblethor.
name. Yeah.
You did.
Del
You really did.
Gribblethor. I wrote it out because I spent way too long trying to name it, and I thought I'm just going to name it the first dumb thing I think of, and it was Gebrindalethor.
Well, you know what? For just being a dumb thing you thought of, it sure as hell sounds legitimate and high fantasy. So good job, you.
Yeah, I guess we're down one person, but the rest of
Again.
us are here, so that's good. Yeah.
Are we still dragging his worthless corpse around with us?
Yeah.
Probably.
He's just dead weight strapped to one of us.
Who
Yeah,
was
it's
he
gonna be
playing? He was
very
playing.
different when he's playing a sorcerer.
Okay. Yeah.
When he comes back, we need to pick back up wherever we leave off tonight. And be like,
Yeah.
your ass is back in town.
Right. We left you there,
Catching
man.
up to do. We left you at the
Yeah.
pub.
Yeah.
We left you in the dungeon.
Oh man.
He probably got found by those fake guards.
We just
checked you into one of the caskets and just
yeah,
sort of,
we tied your hands and feet, put you in one of the sarcophagus, and just
We
closed the
did a
lid.
short rest. You thought it was a long rest. We didn't want to make it awkward, so we just left you. And
Yep.
didn't want to wake you up.
Just
You were
just
kicking
left
your
you there.
legs like you were having such a great dream.
Yeah. Why would we mess that up?
doing your happy screams in your sleep.
Look
Right.
at him. He's probably chasing horse and carts.
He's like a little angel.
He's like a little angel.
Ah.
Uh,
So you want me to
That's
start,
how
or
we
you
do
want to start?
We can do our sponsor little message thing. I actually remembered to put it in our
Oh.
overlay this time.
You sure shit did.
hey,
This episode is sponsored by LibrisArcana.com. Go over to that fucking place and get yourself a dice subscription service. They're fucking cool and have cool dice. And if you use discount code KOBOLD, you'll get 20% off your first purchase. So you should do that for me, because you love me.
For him.
For me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
the prices on it are pretty good, actually.
They are pretty
Yeah, they're not
solid, and you
bad.
get some cool shit, so...
They seem well made. Most people I've seen that use their service seem pretty happy with it.
Yeah, and they always have very cool, like, specialty sets going through. So,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. All right. It's all yours, Joe.
All right. So last time we left off, you guys finished the dungeon that you were in, got all the bits of the staff, had it somewhat identified, and but it was kind of over the head of the local magic shop owner of Caviltown, and he suggested that you guys go to see Bagbart, the regional wizard, and see if he knows anything about it. He was said to live somewhere in the desert to the west of the town, and you guys headed that way. But as you were leaving, there was some guards, or people impersonating guards, that tried to stop you and get a hold of that staff. But you guys
Those
were
sons of
able to
bitches.
avoid
Bunch
the
of bad
combat.
didders.
Guys very expertly avoided.
That's a good way to put that.
Yeah. It was good, though. It would have caused a lot of problems had you just dove into random combat with them, so it was good.
Right,
Okay.
I missed on purpose. Totally missed
Yes.
on purpose.
That
absolutely.
was our intention.
And then we left off with you guys traveling that way.
Okay. So,
All right.
where are we at?
So you guys are on the road. It's a really well traveled road. It cuts through the desert, but kind of through the top of it, on its way to the next major city. And it's pretty well patrolled. It's very rare that anyone really comes across anything. So I'm not having you guys roll for random encounters or anything as you're going through there. And but it was marked in your map that it seems to be kind of in the center of that desert, maybe a little bit south of the center. So
Speaking of which, it must be really dark outside because I can't see anything right now. I can't
you mean
see
on
anything
roll 20?
right now.
What?
Joe, I can't see anything right now.
We're still on the splash screen, I think.
Yeah.
I can't see anything right now, Joe.
Yep. We'll get in there.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't make in my infinite time. I didn't have enough to make the road all the way to this location you guys were traveling to.
Man,
That is
immersion broke him.
I know. But,
What? You think we're just gonna like make it up as we go and role play, Joe? Come on. What kind of game is this that you're running?
But eventually,
that is not at all what D&D is about, Joe. Come on.
oh no, not at all.
Not even a little.
No. Alright, so we're walking on a road.
Yep. You veer off. It was marked on your map to head towards the center, so you kind of know where. Are any of you nature-y in any way? Like, are any of you experienced in navigation of some kind?
I'm pretty sure I would be good at killing nature if it ever proved itself dishonorable.
All right. that comes in handy sometimes.
Sometimes.
Fuck you, nature!
Fuck you, you dishonorable cretin squirrel!
Goddamn lying tree!
I saw what you did there, tree.
I saw
That
what you
shit
did
is nuts!
to my mother! Sounds like it's the tree from Evil Dead.
Yeah. But, so after about 2 days, you think it'll take for you to reach there, and you're about halfway through the
I have a
second
0
day.
on nature. Boom.
And so this desert, it's called the Shattered Sands, and it is a like massive, mostly uninhabited desert. Like there's little lizards and stuff every so often, but no one really has any settles, or like there's not really a whole lot of civilization out there. And it's pretty rare for people to travel this far into it. But it's called the Shattered Sands because there's these giant like black spires of rock that jut out everywhere from volcanic and earthquakes and all that sort of activity. And very prone to lots of like thunderstorms and stuff. But people usually kind of stay clear of there. But it's a great place for a wizard that doesn't want to be bothered by people in constant traffic.
Yeah.
So halfway through your
people.
second day of travel. Yeah. You guys approach a tower.
A tower.
Yes. An expertly drawn tower.
Hey, I see sand.
Yes.
That is a lot of sand.
It is a lot of sand.
And a circle. That is a tower.
It is a tower. It may look like a gray circle, but I assure you.
Well, we're
It is
looking at it
a-
from the top, so clearly
Yeah.
It's a cross section of a tower.
they have an
Yes.
insulated roof. what forward-thinking people they are.
Hmm.
All right. Are there any doors on this tower?
And then you guys are approaching from this side. So you should be able to move your tokens. I guess he's not here. Delete him. From where you're at, you cannot see any doors. You see lots of like slits all around it that seem to be some sort of window or something.
Hmm.
They're all pretty high up. They're not really reach from the. You wouldn't be able to reach them from the ground. They're probably all about 12 to 15 feet above the ground.
If
But,
someone were to run around the base of this tower, do I have an estimate of like how long it would take them?
This is to scale. So, let's see.
You know, maybe a minute or so.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. 140, 400. Yeah, it's about 400 feet around. So,
Elf, run around the tower. See if you find a door.
Is it light or dark outside, by the way?
it's just past midday.
Okay. I'll run around right now, but...
Hottest time of the day.
Yes, I might not go so fast.
Yep. All right.
Me and the light are not such good friends, so I'll probably go around this way. I don't know if you want me to talk it out as I go around, or just tell you that that's the way I'm going to go.
You can just say that's the way you're going. You make your way around that direction. You can kind of walk it. It doesn't seem big enough that you'd really have to maintain a brisk pace to make it in time.
Oh, that's neat.
I didn't
How
know
do
you
I
could
do that?
Oh, can you
You
guys
learn
see my
something every
screen?
day.
You can see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just right click
Oh, it's
and
a
it
little bit
sets
more than
a
400
point.
feet.
Well, that's really
500
cool.
500 feet.
I'm going to do what the blue line did, only a little less wasteful on some of those corners.
Yeah, so you make it around. Seems to be in pretty good condition. God damn it. I know where this is going.
You guys
well,
keep going. Don't.
Yeah. You're making it around. You see, it seems to be in pretty good condition. It's not really decrepit anywhere. Those high like slits in the wall seems to be one about every probably 4 or 5 feet. And as you make it
Can be
around,
this
you find
constellation in
that
the
there
sky.
is a large indentation in the south bit of the tower.
Down
At
here.
the bottom there. Yep. There's a huge indentation that looks, it's door shaped. So I
Well,
imagine
that's probably...
you'd probably walk back around and tell everyone, hey, I think that's where the door is.
Come along, peasants.
Peasants. Oh.
I'm just saying that.
Yep. Hopefully you guys are able to zoom okay. This is to scale for... Looks like it's popping up well on stream. Anyways, so at the base here, there's about like a 15-foot wide, slightly indented part in the wall, and there appears to be a door that kind of looks like it looks like a wooden door, but it's made out of stone. Like it has, you see grain and stuff in it, but it's all stone. And
That's wild.
to the right side of the door is a like little rectangular bit that juts out from the wall with a very finely engraved triangle in it that's slightly raised out of the surface.
I
like-
knock on the triangle.
Yeah.
Knock on the triangle. All right.
Yes.
As soon as your like knuckle makes contact with the triangle, you hear like a chime bell ding inside of your head.
Well, that's no
That's-
good.
And then
We
a few
don't
seconds
need to
later-
knock on our own heads.
Right, that's not how doorbells work.
Yeah. A few seconds later, you hear another chime, and then you hear an older.
Did we all hear
voice.
it, or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
And in your head, you hear a voice say, "Hello? Who is this?"
Hello? This is Viet.
Yes. Who am I? Viet. I'm not expecting anyone by that name. It's not
Well,
cookie season.
Thin mints are the best.
I agree.
We've come for reasons. Elf, why did we come here?
We've got some parts of a staff that we've been directed to seek your advice on.
A staff.
Yes. Warding staff.
Oh, those bastards. All right, come in. And you hear a click, and the chiming stops.
That's just him pumping at shotgun.
You go first.
Alright. I'll go into the tower.
All right. Well, you try the door, and it doesn't budge.
He said come in, right?
Yeah, he did.
I knock on the triangle again.
You hear it chime. Is hello?
How do I enter?
Oh, is it stuck again?
Yes.
All right. And then you hear like knuckles crack, and a little green portal opens to the left of the door. It's like green oval that's kind of upright, about the size of a person.
I thought about trying to sneak in behind them, but that roll's probably not good enough for it. So
Let me draw it.
Yeah. I
You
go
guys,
in.
all right. As soon as you touch it, your body starts dissolving into a shower of sparks that get sucked through it, and you're in on the other side. Is
Well,
everyone going through?
Woohoo!
might as well.
All right. From there,
oh, snap.
Why does this remind me of Total Recall?
there's your tokens.
Alright. Do I see anyone?
You do not see anyone. You can make a perception if you want, but just off your passive, you don't.
Yeah, I'm good with that passive.
All right. Nope, you appear to be in a empty room. The floor is all sand. Seems very, very like smooth. It doesn't, the desert kind of has all the waves and grooves from the wind kicking over it, but the sand in here is all very flat and still, and there hasn't been any impressions made in it. You don't see any like footsteps or rocks. It's all very fine sand.
Someone obviously hasn't heard of a broom.
Yeah. And it's like you don't see a floor underneath it, you just see sand.
Did we track all this in with us?
I'm fairly certain it wasn't us.
And as you guys step out of the portal, it closes behind you.
Well, I rolled worse than my passive to look around the room.
All right. That's fine. So you're searching around. Doesn't seem to be anything too much of notice. But you see in the center of the room, there looks like a very thin cylinder that's reflecting light kind of strangely that stretches from the ceiling all the way to the floor.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned about Wizard's Towers, if you ever see a weird cylinder making funny lights, you always have to touch it.
All right. It seems to be about, it's very, very thin. It's like probably about only 2 inches across. You're touching it?
Okay. Yep, I'm going to walk up to it, and I'm going to lay on hand,
All
because
right.
it's a play of my lay on hands ability. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
I get it.
I'll-
No,
yeah,
that's good.
I'll show myself out. Yeah.
So you go to reach through it, and you notice that it's water. It just starts splashing off of your hand, but it's so like perfectly falling that it looks like a smooth surface.
Mm.
And it looks like it's coming from. It's kind of hard to see where it's coming out of the ceiling, but there just seems to be a hole, the exact size of the stream of water that's coming down, and it's going to a grate that's at your feet.
And it, doesn't cause harm when I touched it.
Nope, seems very cold, but doesn't hurt you.
Okay,
Seems
I
like
better have a
normal
drink of
water
it
from
then,
your
just to be
touch.
safe.
All right. Do you have a
Just
a
as
water
you're-
skin or
just as
anything, or
you're
are you just
drinking
trying to
from
like dip your head under it? And
No, I'm just sticking my face in it.
okay. You dip your head in. It's very refreshing. You've been out in the sun and desert all day, so you're instantly
Good.
feeling a lot better. It's like a cold shower almost.
I lean in
Water
after he
tastes
pulls his head out of the
very
water
clean.
and just ask real simply, it's not toilet water, is it?
If this is
Doesn't seem
toilet
to be.
water, it's the best tasting toilet water I've ever had.
I get real excited, smile real big, and stick my head right in.
All right. You do the same. It's just very refreshing cold water. It starts splashing kind of all around. That circle that I have in Roll20, the black circle, is the size of the grate. And
Okay.
as you guys are dipping your hands in it and your faces and such and drinking from it, the water kind of starts splashing around the grate a little bit and into the sand. And as soon as it hits the sand, it sort of like wells up and darkens the sand and stays like that for a little bit and then kind of soaks through it. And doesn't appear like it does a whole lot. And then as the sand dries, it returns back to like its completely undisturbed, flat state.
Well, that's weird.
A little bit. Do the other similarly kind of shaped circles around the edge of the map, are they the same sort of thing?
Like you can go over and look at them.
Yeah. I'll just go over to this one first.
All right. It appears to be a similar grate, yes. There's no stream coming down from the ceiling to it, though. It's just a grate. Looks completely dry. There's no dampness to it or anything. It seems like it's been dry for a long time.
If I go check the other ones, is it kind of a similar situation? I'll go over to this left one and then the top one, I suppose.
Okay. Yep, you check them all out. They all seem to be the same type of thing. All very like dry grates that all kind of resemble the first one.
And anything of significance with our spots here?
So these spots, you look at them, the center bit is a like slightly darkened sand, like it's in a perfect circle, but the sand's more like reddish color there. It's still flat though, and then the ring around it is like a small groove that's been like drawn in the sand in a perfect circle about 5 feet outside of it.
Well, I think we need to put
one of them.
either we go stand in it or we need to put water in somewhere.
Well, let's see what happens when he stands in one of them first.
You got to stand in it.
Yep, I'll stand right
Dead
in the
center?
center of this one. Yep.
Okay. So you stand dead center of it. The sand feels like a lot more solid kind of on the darker spot. It like as you're walking, you're kind of kicking and it's leaving footprints as you're walking around the room, but it doesn't really do that on this darkened bit of sand here. Seems more solid.
Okay.
Nothing happens. You stand there for a few moments and nothing seems to have happened.
Well,
Do I have something that I could maybe take a little bit of water from over here and maybe take it over here?
Yeah. I'm sure you have a water skin or something. You probably have one that's mostly drained too, just from traveling. I'd assume you've had
good idea.
something that you could fill.
I think I'll fill my water skin as well.
All right.
Maybe if we go to each of the circles and pour a little bit in the center.
Well, I was going to try and put mine in the other grate over here and see if that causes anything to happen.
All right. You do that.
Okay.
Oh wait. So what is Eddie doing? And then what are?
Open up real quick.
Right, I filled my water skin and now I'm just standing in that circle for now.
Holding the water skin.
Yeah, I'm just holding it. I haven't done anything yet.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing happens. You're standing there. Same. Still feels just as solid. Doesn't feel any different
Let's wash your face.
though than the last time you were standing there. Daniel, you said you're going over and dumping your water skin into the grate.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
All right. So you start pouring your water skin into the grate, and you hear like
Wash your face.
it seems like it's a
Not
while
yet.
before it hits anything as it's traveling down. And as it starts falling, like you hear it kind of pull up for a bit, and then you hear like a mechanical kind of click and a very like low whirring sound. But and how much of your water skin are you pouring?
I'll just start with maybe half.
Okay. Yeah, you pour half of it into it and it kind of whirs up a little bit. It doesn't really get very high in pitch or anything, and that sound kind of dies out as you stop pouring.
Okay, well I might go ahead and put the rest of it in.
All right. You put the rest of it in. Climbs up in pitch a little bit more, but it dies out
Okay.
as you finish pouring.
Before I get destroyed by my 4-year-old, I'm gonna run and put her to bed real quick.
All right, that's fine.
If you guys want to try and help pour some water in these or something like that, it seems like it's doing something. So maybe,
okay, I can.
and then I'll be right back.
I'll grab my helmet and fill it full of water and then pour it into one of the grates.
Okay. So which grade are you doing? Probably the
Not the one that the elf is using.
okay.
I'll go ahead and pour about half of my water skin into the same one he was pouring into.
Okay. You start pouring yours in too, and you hear the same kind of sound. It's a whirring. Every so often, you'll hear like a click, almost like It's very slow. It's kind of like, think of like the sound that you would hear if like a gear was spinning and locking itself every so often from spinning back. You know, that kind of sound.
So we need to pour enough water in there to finish moving whatever the device is that's down in there.
Can I take some of my water and then just dump it on one of the sand nipples?
You can.
Told you. Total recall.
Oh shit! I get that reference now.
See, now you see it.
Now we'll never unsee it.
It's just the right shade of pink.
I've never seen it.
Oh, Joe, you're too young.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Anyway, what happens when I pour some water on one of the sand nipples?
Where are you pouring it? Are you pouring it on the ring part or directly in the center?
In the center.
That's where the nipple is, Joe.
And you're pouring a helmet's worth.
Yeah.
Okay. As you pour your water into that bit, it doesn't even like splash off or anything. It seems like it almost looks like the water's not even hitting it as it's hitting this like darker part in the sand. And it, instead of like, the only indications it's giving you that the water's hitting it is that it's darkening. And it starts turning like almost a blackish color.
Did I miss anything fun?
Yes, I'm pouring water on a sand nipple and it's turning colors.
It's darkening a
Okay.
lot.
I'll go ahead and pour the other half of my water skin on this one.
And then, okay, before you start doing that, his it turned like almost a dark red, blackish color, and then after a few moments of being dry, it starts returning back to its original shade of like a lighter, like red.
Mm.
I feel like there's an element here of all of us doing this at the same time.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if we did, all of us dumped it into one of these, and then if all of us dumped it on one of those.
Should we do the
And by
grapes
what-
first?
I kind of
Yeah.
want to do the grates first, because
Let's do the grates.
They made an audible sound.
Okay, so let's fill up
Yep.
water skins, helmets, and such.
Yep.
And
All
then
of the
each
things.
Take one of the grapes. Yeah, and then each one of us will take one of the grapes.
Okay. I'm down with that plan.
On
Alright.
3. 1, 2, 5.
That's not how you
Three, sir.
count.
No, 3!
Alright, so you guys all coordinate and get your water skins ready and start pouring them in. You each hear the same kind of mechanical whirring. It gains a little bit higher in pitch than you had heard before, as you're dumping like the entire contents of the water skin into it. And you notice as you're doing this that kind of at the bottom here where you guys came through originally. How do I do that?
What are you trying to do?
Kind of where what was the button to make it like signal? Oh, there you go.
Just hold down.
Yeah. So right here, you start seeing a flash of that green light again. And you see like a very like wispy frame of a portal. But as your water skins stop, it phases out. Like once you guys run out of water, it fizzles out.
Mm-hmm. So we got to figure out a way to get water from that stream in the center to these grates.
Yes, we do.
Yep. All right. I think the next thing is to try and pour some into the spots here, and just see what happens.
All right, so let's refill.
Okay.
Burp.
I'd say you guys have gone back and forth between the grates enough that you notice that the grate in the center seems to look a little bit more intricate. Looks a little bit different than the other ones. The other ones seem to
Was
be
it-
like just a solid piece of metal, and this grate in the middle seems to look a little bit different.
Okay. Well, that's fancy. Let's try getting
Well,
these sand
If
nipples.
if I look at it more close, well, we'll do the sand first, and then if I look at it more closely, would I see anything?
You're doing that after we do the sand thing?
Yeah,
Uh,
and my roll is still awful.
let's do the sand thing first. So you guys start pouring your water skin's contents onto the these darker bits of sand, and right as you finish, like the whole content of your water skin, right as like the last few drops start hitting it, it gets darker and darker the whole time until it's almost completely black right as your last few drops hit, and it stays that color and doesn't change.
Ooh.
And then it starts rising a little bit. You hear it you hear some like crunching kind of like rock sounds, and how is it? Tasting in the right spot.
You move the
Oh
sand
no.
nipple.
No. Oh no. Okay.
You got the sand nipples on
Imagine
the token
these-
layer?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good, Joe.
There are now 3 rock elementals. Or earth elementals, I guess.
I'm not a big fan of those.
Standing each where you poured. And they seem to be made out of like black, goopy sand. But that kind of is like running off of them.
Mm,
Their center bit seems to be a little bit harder. Roll
What she
initiative.
There it is. At least we've long rested.
You have.
Starting to get the impression this wizard's kind of a dick.
I agree to that.
Was Dan's was his the 12?
yeah,
Or that was
Is that really your bonus on initiative?
yes, it's big,
Holy crap.
and I still got that low of an initiative.
All right.
You get a plus 10? That's crazy.
Yeah, I got the feat that gives me big initiative bonus, and my dexterity's maxed.
All right. So it starts out, and the one next to Eddie. I'm moving you yet because you'd have to be close enough to pour on it.
Mm-hmm.
But the one next to Eddie takes 2 swings at him. What's your AC?
17.
17. And they're both awful misses. 4
Yay!
to 5. Now it's the one next to Dan, and it does the same thing. It just does 2 lumbering punches at you. What's your AC?
It's an entire 15.
Oh, man. The lowest it rolled was a natural 15.
Dang.
So those both gonna hit.
I'm not a very durable person.
The nipple
You're gonna
monster
take-
gut punches you.
You're gonna take 9 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
After
Maybe you
that,
should
it
try and
is
put some
Chuck's turn.
distance between you.
Okay.
I will definitely do that.
Well, I'm not fucking around, so I'm going to attack this asshole. I guess first, does an 11 hit?
No.
I'll use my second attack. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right, and I'm going to use. Let me confirm my smite level. I'm going to use a second level smite on this jerk. Okay, 20 damage.
All
Holy
right.
crap.
You land that pretty impressive blow on him, and he appears bloodied or drippy for
Nice.
this rock elemental dude. He doesn't look in good shape after that.
Noise. You sandy son of a bitch.
After Chuck, it is Dan.
Is he putting the kiddo to bed?
Oh, nope. I'm on mute and just talking to myself.
Ah,
That was my next guess.
Hey,
I'm
that
really
happens.
good at that. I'm trying. Which one is it that lets me do the distance draw?
the distance
Uh,
draw.
What do you mean?
The line that shows you how far something is.
Click on the little on the tool set. There's the ruler. It's third from the bottom. And
It's like the eyeglass, or it's underneath the eyeglass or
Okay.
magnifying glass.
It does not look like a ruler.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and this is all to scale. These are all 5 foot.
Okay. I was trying to think if I might move.
Try and draw him towards the water.
Well, I don't necessarily want to be in the middle of 2 things or all the things. I was thinking about just moving up this way. What's that? Oh, I got to change my thingy to up here. Well, then I was going to shoot at this one over here. With the bow of the shortness.
Okay. As you step away from that one, it takes a swing at you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to hit anybody, so there's that.
And it deals 5 bludgeoning damage.
And then I'm actually going to use my bonus action to help Torg.
What's the range on that?
Let me double check. That's a good point. Where are you? Help. Help.
Off the top of my head, I thought it was 30 feet, but it might be 60.
Please be 60.
What?
The help action is normally 5 feet, but you have a class ability, so it would be under your class abilities.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
Are you looking for your mastermind ability?
Yeah, I'm missing it. It's probably right under my nose, and I'm not seeing it. If you want to move on real quick, I'll tell you once I find it.
That sounded like
Um,
Alice in Chains.
has to be within 30 feet.
Oh, it's 30 feet. So I guess I'll give it
Yep.
to Viet then, because I
Okay.
don't know that he's within 30 feet.
No, he's 40 feet.
Nope.
Yep. Alrighty. So Viet has that help action now.
All right.
After Dan's turn, it goes to Eddie.
Okay, my turn. And I am not getting help, correct? I'm out of range.
Yeah, you're out of range.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna swing at this bastard.
21 hits.
Alright, sorry, I was flipping back and forth to a call with my daughter. Alright, 21 hits. Alright, let's do some damage. 11.
Alright.
Alright. Now, let's go ahead and try and swing at. I'm kind of trying to hit him in the middle if I can. You kind of mentioned they looked like they were a little bit more solid in the middle, so I'm kind of trying to
They
hack
seem
in
to
the middle.
be like seems to be like kind of a boulder with these sand the arms and legs of it seem to be made out of like dripping sand. But the
I'm gonna
center
try and go
seems
for
to be
that
like a
crunchy
solid core of
core.
rock.
Mm.
Does a 15 hit?
It does.
It does. Sweet. All right, let's roll that beautiful bean damage. Ooh, almost max.
Nice.
So 15
That
and
hit,
11 for damage.
It is bloodied.
Sweet. All right. All right. I'm just gonna hang here.
All right. After your turn, it is the elemental next to Check. It's going to
That
take
asshole.
2 swipes at you.
And he's gonna miss.
The first one misses completely, and the second one hits,
Oh no.
dealing you a whopping 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no. Okay. I'll survive.
You'll
It's
survive
going
to fuck someone up later.
True
step
story.
off. Position
What's up?
itself here. So now it's the next Sand Elemental's turn. And it's going to actually all 3 of them go in a row. So now it's the one Eddie. It's taking 2 swipes at you.
Okay.
A 1 and a 2. So there's
Sweet! I survived!
Mm.
I'm too
Now it's
big
the
and
one that
brawny
was
for
on
him.
Dan. And it's gonna move. You notice once it steps outside of its circle, it starts solidifying. And the like droopy bits of it that were all falling apart, whatever, slightly seem to be more like hardened sand.
I can't tell if that's a good thing or not. I
It's
also
the
thought
nephew
he'd move
man.
slower than that.
Let's. Nope.
Oh, maybe I didn't move far enough away. Oops.
Catch up with you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I just didn't
but
move
it's
very
because you're moving
efficiently.
at a. Yeah, the ankle you're moving at. It's.
Yeah, I meant I didn't get the spot right. I could have been all the way over here. What? Yeah, I could have been like any of these squares. Oops. Oh well.
Yeah, it's weird how that math works.
I should have looked at that closer.
That's whatever. So it's gonna take 2 swipes at you. And you said your AC was 15.
Yeah, so he's
First one
probably gonna.
misses, and the second one hits, dealing 4 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez, these guys are assholes.
Holy
I don't know.
shit,
Mine's kind of
Ashley.
nice. Tell her she needs to tone that down. We've got headphones on.
Yeah, they said you need to tone that shit down. Yeah.
mean,
After that one,
Not
it
saying
is
I'm not
Chuck's turn.
impressed. Chuck, spurned on by his local bard.
Alright, whose turn is it?
Yours.
Viet.
Alright. Now that I'm no longer distracted, is that standing next to me? That's still the original asshole, right?
Yep.
I'm just going
The
to
OG.
ask him a question. Does a 16 hit?
It
The
does.
jokes.
Alright, I'm going to just hit him with no smite.
That deserves
7
some bits.
damage. He's still up?
All right. He is still up.
That asshole.
You see, he's also partly solidifying as he's making his way out of this
Oh, yeah.
circle, but he's
Let's
not
try and
completely.
hit him
Still on the
again.
edge.
Ooh.
11 misses.
Have you used the helps?
Oh no, I did not use the help. If I have that, then I'll, because that just gives me
You
advantage, right?
Yep,
There you
All
go.
that hits.
17. Alright, I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm gonna go ahead and smite this one too. 25 damage.
Jesus Christ.
And that is
You-
all of my level 2 spell slots.
Is this a radiant?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you swing your sword into him, and it's just the whole thing turns a bright white and turns to dust. And the boulder inside of it cracks and evaporates.
Oh,
And the thing
goddamn.
is completely
Yeah.
dead.
Ha ha! You just have to hit them harder.
What if we, and stay with me on this, hit them harder?
There you go.
Best tactic. Dead. So satisfying.
Putting an X on them.
Yeah.
I thought for
That's
you
it.
it'd be more satisfying putting an X on us, but
It's a step up.
We'll get there.
Dead. No. Now after Viet, it is Alton's turn.
I think I'm gonna start by disengaging this time.
All right.
good move.
And then I'm going to see about where I can go for another 30 feet. That's probably good enough.
Yep.
That's right. Make him walk past his dead friend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Step right over.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at that guy
All right.
because I don't like him.
Ooh.
That hits.
Hooray! I still haven't rolled anything higher than a 10 yet, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm adding the wrong thing to my modifier.
You turd.
It wouldn't have saved my last roll anyways, but not even remotely. Eight entire damages of the bow shooting.
All right. So as you sink this arrow into this guy, you can tell that it seemed to not do as much as you wanted it to. Still left a mark, but doesn't feel like he got the full force of that attack.
That's not too surprising. I suspect if he's solid like a rock, then it's probably not going to do so good.
Yep. Doing anything else on your turn?
Since I used my bonus action already, I cannot.
All right. All right. After Alton, it moves to Torge.
I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him real hard.
All right.
16 hit, I think.
That does.
Great. Let's roll some. Ooh, a whopping 7.
Oh, snap.
All right. Still standing.
All right, let's try for a
Seems
second
pretty
swing.
damaged, but,
At
still
this
standing.
point, I'm just swinging my axe around in circles, trying to wind up for it. So.
All right.
Oh, and apparently I'm getting tired. My arms are going floppy.
Yeah, an 8 does not hit. Axe
So
passes
just
right over his head and doesn't seem to hit or connect.
well,
right.
all
Do
right.
anything
I
else
guess
on your
I'll
turn?
stand here and wait for my punishment.
All right. Now it moves back to the top of the order. So now it's the one on Eddie's turn. It's gonna take a step, trying to get out, and make 2 swings on you as it's moving. And the second one connects.
What's my damage?
Dealing a 8 bludgeoning.
Okay. As he's moving away from me, do I get? Is he moved far enough for me to get an opportunity attack?
So the way that works is if you were to move here, that's outside of your range to hit him, and that's what
He's
provokes
got to move
it.
out of
'Cause
range.
Once they,
that's why. Okay.
once they move, you're outside of your threatened range or whatever. That's what provokes it. Unless they give up their action to disengage, or spend their action to disengage, depending on how you want to word it. Yeah, he starts solidifying, but he's not completely solidified as he's moving out this corner here. That is his turn. So then there's this next sand elemental who's chugging along, trying to keep up with Alton. He's going to move up on Viet.
That asshole.
Take 2 swings at you. The first one hitting, the second one missing.
Damn straight. How much damage do I take?
9 bludgeoning.
Holy shit. He upped his game.
Just a bit. more like a solid rock hitting you instead of like a wet slap.
Goopy sand.
Yeah.
I like the wet sand better.
Yeah, that was a lot more, us friendly. So,
And after that, it moves to Viet's turn.
okay. This asshole right behind me. Dan, did you help me again?
I was not able to.
That's fine. I'll swing at him.
That
17 hit.
hits. Yep.
All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay down a level 1 smite on him. Holy shit. 20 damage.
Nice. And then
Yeah.
this is magic.
Yeah, this will be
where it
radiant.
smited.
Yeah.
Is all of it considered, or is it just part of it? Is
Just
any part of that normal?
Well, I lost roll. Where'd roll 20 go? Oh my gosh. It is 6 of its slashing with my big ass axe, and what is that? That's 14 of it is radiant.
Okay.
And then
So
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
okay, I was gonna say the like chip of where your axe goes into him doesn't seem to leave as much of a mark, but the radiant seems to burn into him.
Okay. All right, and then I'm going to swing at him again with my axe. I'm gonna fucking whiff the shit out of that. Goddamn. And then that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, a 9 does not hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
You did move him into bloodied though.
Nice.
With that first hit.
Okay.
After Viet, it moves to Elton.
Well, at least I don't have to disengage this time. So I'll go ahead and shoot at the same guy again, because that's what I like to do.
All right.
That's looking better. And that looks all right too. Almost max damage.
Awesome. Did you include sneak attack damage because he is 5 feet?
Oh yeah, I didn't. He's in range now. I think that's 3 more d6.
Yeah, should be at your level. That's whatever your proficiency bonus is in.
Yes.
All right.
That did not come out quite so hot, but I'll take it.
You feel like had he not been all hardened, that would have dropped him, but he's still just barely standing.
Dang, what a turd. Let me see how far away I am. I might move 15 feet this direction. I think that's going to be right there-ish. And then go ahead and help Torge.
All right.
Since his is still mucky, maybe we can get it knocked down.
Yeah, I can keep this one entertained so you guys can focus on the...
You might be able to drag him back into the circle, possibly. I don't know if that would do us any favors or not.
It's worth a try.
Moves to Torge's turn next.
All right. Let's swing. That probably
11
doesn't
does
hit.
not hit. No.
Crap. All right. Let's swing again. 12?
No, it does not hit.
Ah, fuck. Fuck me. All right. Whatever. Take a swipe, take a swing, whatever he's going to do.
All right. Doing anything else?
No, just quietly looking sad.
Doing some practice swings on your next finishing blow.
Yeah, there you go. I'm
Yeah.
limbering up. It's taking me a while. It's the desert heat. It's a dry heat. Throws me off.
So wraps around, and it's actually his turn. And he's going to take a step out of
Because
the
of
ring.
course.
He's still not leaving you threatened space. But
Yeah.
if I could get him to rotate without moving another token. All right.
There you go.
Still facing you. And he's going to make 2 swings on you.
Okay.
And they both connect.
Ah, fuck.
His punches seem to be a lot more controlled now.
Yeah.
That jerk.
Dealing a whopping 12 bludgeoning damage.
Ah, shit. All right. What else does the
And
little fucker do?
that's all.
Okay.
After that, moves to the one that's on Viet. He's going to take 2 swings. They both connect. The lowest he rolled of the 2 was an 18.
Oh damn! And that's my hit number. How much hurting did I take?
You're lucky he rolled low on damage, because you took 7 between both hits.
Oh, I can live with that.
And after that, it moves to Viet's turn.
Okay. Let's see. I used one of my level 1 smites last time. So I'm just gonna swing at this asshole some more.
Just swing harder, Viet.
I
Do-
did not.
Do better.
Yeah. All right. So I miss on my first one.
Yep. that
Okay.
hits.
Oh, so close.
And I'm gonna level 1 smite him too, because
He was looking pretty beat up. You'd remember.
well, I will just regular swing at him.
You will smite him with your abusive words.
Yes, with my angry words. 8
All right.
slashing damage.
That downs him.
Hooray!
Passes through his center and splits him in half, and he breaks apart into the sand.
Nice.
It slowly starts to kind of break apart as it sits in the sand.
Torge, what are you doing? I have killed 2 so far. And then I'm going to move. How far am I going to move? That's a great question. I'm going to move right up next to that asshole. Actually, I'm going to move right there. Okay. And I end my turn.
All right. It's now Dan's turn. Alton.
All right.
Any more of that help there?
I sure do. I'm probably just gonna stay right where I'm at though, because this is pretty comfortable. Oh, I realized I should probably update my little health bar since I bothered to put it on here. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at him, like I like to do, even though it's not the most effective thing. That's not gonna hit.
It does not.
And
These guys
I'm
have
gonna.
really low AC too.
Oh, I'm just
have not
rolling
been rolling hot.
abyssally. No.
The amount of
13
1s, 2s, and 3s you guys have rolled.
is now officially my highest roll.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna go ahead and help Torge again, and that will be my turn. Hooray! I'm helping.
All right.
So I now have advantage on my roll, right?
Yep.
All right.
Let's move
And I
your
believe
turn
it's
next.
my turn now.
Yep.
Great. Let's roll for my first swing. With advantage. Oh, I got a natural 20.
Nice.
All right. Now let's roll for some damage. And it's
All right.
super
and
low.
You add 12 to that.
So 18.
Nice. 18. That's
All right.
solid.
That is enough to splinter him apart into bits of rock. As you kill him.
Ha! Your mother was a paving brick, you piece of shit.
And they're all dead.
That's the way I like 'em.
Good job, us. And
So as
then
this
all
fight
of a sudden,
ends, all of these are kind of broken apart into bits of rock, and they start kind of breaking apart and turning back into sand, and the color lightens. And it's eventually, like after probably 30 to a minute, you can't really notice where their bodies were in the sand as it resettles itself. And as it's doing this, the little darkened red spots start kind of reappearing in the center of these bits here. And after
So it
probably
seems
about
like
5 minutes, it looks exactly the same.
So we activated their trap cards,
we sure shit did.
and that was it.
But
You
it's fine,
may assume that.
because our wizard friend shows up to help us out.
I'm not a wizard. As
Oh, hey.
as all of this is happening, I come running up to the side of the circle, panting, saying, "I'm sorry, guys, I got lost in the desert, but I'm here now, and everything's better."
Hey, did your horse have a name?
No, he did not.
That asshole.
I know. I was very
Okay.
disappointed in him.
Get your token copied in.
Does anyone need any healing?
Yes.
I could use some.
Let me see what I can do. Oh god. Wait, no, I can just go to spells.
All right. You don't know how you didn't notice him before, but your sorcerer is standing next to you.
Yep, that's how that shit goes.
See, y'all got any more of that?
Pray. I'm just gonna go ahead and prayer of healing all y'all. So let's just,
Oh, yeah.
because it's a group heal, and it's the only group heal I have right now.
Alright,
That's-
how much are we healing?
That
Seems
many.
like they might need that.
As long as you've got the time, it's a great spell. It just takes 10 minutes to cast, I think.
Yeah, it's a 10-minute
Yeah.
cast, but other than that, it's
Yeah. Over the
So
course
everyone
of that
gets
10 minutes,
16 health.
everyone starts
All
regaining
right.
their health, and you notice the sand like kind of continues to reset itself. And even your footprints as you've walked around the room seem to be missing after the 10 minutes of getting your health back, and it looks identical to how it was when you walked in.
What a turd of a room this is.
This is.
I'm tempted to go ahead and go back to just filling water up and the other
Do you guys
things.
want to fill him in on what you've discovered so far?
So
Yep,
if
go ahead.
you pour water on the sand nipples, it makes angry sand people that try to fight you.
Oh, okay.
So we're thinking that we can pour water into the weird little grates. The little
Which are the small circles?
Yeah, and the small circle in the center has a perfect stream of water coming down from. So we're
Okay.
going to take water from that, and pour it into the other grates. And the
Okay.
grate in the center is all fucking fancy like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We've been yet to determine that there's anything significant about its fanciness.
Other than that,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fancy.
You were saying you're going to roll to inspect it, right?
Yeah, I might look again if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I forget what you rolled.
Not well. So far, my passive has been better than my rolls, and it still is.
It just looks like there's multiple bits of
Oh, excuse me.
metal that are worked into this grate. The rest look to be like a solid sheet, and this seems like there's more grooves. You can kind of see like slits in certain bits of the metal.
Does any part of it appear like it can move?
Yes. If you start kind of feeling around it, you'll notice there's kind of like a notch groove kind of cut out, and you'll see like there's kind of like a piece of metal sticking up, just barely, like a little bump in it that seems to be sitting in a groove. And as you're feeling around trying to move it, you notice it kind of rotates. Like the whole face of the grate rotates.
Oh. Then I'll keep doing that.
All right. So as you keep rotating it, the holes in it that we're letting the water through start, because there's just a single kind of hole in the center, and that starts closing in on itself like a camera lens as you rotate it shut.
Aha!
And it starts
So it's gonna
pouring and hitting the
fill
ground.
the room with water.
Oh, we're gonna die now.
Well,
Well, I mean, there's grates in the corners.
Oh, that's right. Forgot.
Yep.
so the grate's gonna shut, and the water's gonna overflow, and then it's gonna reactivate these guys. But eventually it'll fill up enough to run into the other grates, maybe?
You can assume that. It starts, because before, when you were just splashing bits of the water off of, like, from when you put your head under it or whatever from your water skin, it kind of seemed like it would sift its way down through the sand. But with it being constant on the sand, it's enough water that it's not draining fast enough. So it actually is starting to pool a little bit, and it's slowly making its way out, kind of in a circle ring from around here.
Oh, well, this is really inconvenient. If we have to fight these guys again,
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
let's all get ready to gang up
And-
on one of them.
Let's move
It
out to
didn't-
where the grates are then.
It also didn't. You didn't feel it like lock or click. It just kind of, when you moved the grate, like it kind of freely moved back and forth. You'd be able to open it back up if you wanted to.
Well, what do we want to do then? We don't have any way to move enough water over there, I don't think.
We don't.
No, I think we're gonna have to go this way.
We can just start yelling to see if the wizard will stop fucking around and let us in.
We're clearly not very smart, so
I'm gonna do that. Wizard! We're not smart enough for this shit! Any response?
You don't hear a response.
Wizards are bastards.
Yeah.
Then let's just let it flood and see what happens.
When you
All
say
right.
wizards are bastards, you hear a chime come over, and he says, "I heard that," in a loud, booming voice.
You
prove
heard
me
that.
wrong.
And turn this shit off!
He said, "That's for you to figure it out."
Fucking Christ.
We didn't ask for this. I don't think we're gonna show them our magical stick after all.
Alright.
Why don't you come over, Sean?
Although now it's a plural of sticks in its current state.
Did we break the magical stick?
Well,
It
I
was-
mean, it's a stick and some bits.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
it was
the
stick
last
that
time we
was-
were here.
I missed the big fight.
It was pre-broken.
It was a stick that was
That's
in
right.
3 pieces, and we got in 2 of the 3
Yes.
pieces. And okay,
Hey,
Okay.
spoilers,
Real-
we got through the big fight.
I kind of
Yeah.
assumed as much, despite my
Real
best
quick
efforts.
summary to catch you up is you guys lived through that fight. You got the last bit of the staff. It was completely broken. You brought all 3 bits to the magic shop dude, who inspected it And after taking it back and trying to identify it, his face kind of went pale and white and didn't want to have anything to do with it. And he directed you to this wizard that lives in the middle of the desert, named Bagbart.
He's apparently an asshole.
Yeah.
I will second that.
So they directed you there. They Garn, the wizard, said that you'd have more luck with him either identifying it or knowing what to do with it.
Ah. Well, good.
And you found this tower, and you got teleported inside of it.
I think we should be prepared to just absolutely gang up on one of the rock golems if it comes back out.
I think that's a good idea.
And then hopefully we can just beat up on the next one.
All right. So are you waiting for the water then to branch out that far?
Yep.
Yeah. We should be like all up in his shit.
All right. It's moving out pretty slowly. It's not, again, it's like a 2-inch diameter stream that's coming down. And the size of the room's pretty big. So it is filling, but it's at a slow rate. Like probably half your walking speed or something.
Yeah.
And as it starts spilling out, it's almost an even ring that's kind of pouring out from the center. It hits that groove that like you see the ring that's around that darkened spot.
Right.
Mhm.
The
It hits
areolas.
that groove. Yeah.
Mhm.
Should have used a different color, but it
Well,
hits that
It's too late
groove.
now.
I know. I was like, it's sand, but darker.
Wizard's a
So
perv.
red? And just turned
And
into
you
nipples.
You made sand nipples.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, so it hits that
Consequences will
groove,
never be the same.
and the water starts, like, it pours into that groove and kind of quickly fills that ring up with water before, it's spilling over into that first. And then once
Yeah.
it fills up, though, it starts kind of pouring inward. And they all kind of do this about the same time. So the water is,
Well,
at this point, still approaching the darkened bit in the center.
okay. This sucks.
It's just now starting to hit. Is anyone doing anything?
I want to ready in action.
Yep,
All right.
I will. I'll do the same. I don't want to be that close. I don't think. I want to ready in action to shoot.
Oh, I'm gonna come like way out here too. I shouldn't be that close to this shit. Oh, gosh.
The problem is,
Alright.
is once they move outside of this larger circle, then
Mhm.
they get harder to kill.
Eh.
Yeah, they're all goopy when they're
So-
inside of it, but once they move
so
out, they solidify
we-
or full on
Okay.
earth elemental.
We gotta make sure we're effective.
We'll just kill him fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it starts kind of hitting each of those spots all at the same time. You're all standing there ready for another one of these golems to form. And it starts shuddering and shaking kind of the same way that it was before. And you see a form slowly starting to rise out of it. Since you guys are more prepared for it this time and you know that it's turning into something that you're going to be fighting, you have a free round on it before
Good.
before it forms. So roll for initiative.
I'll do that instead. Okay. The 14 is my initiative.
Huzzah!
That is a good initiative right there.
That is better than last time.
Can't tell if that's an 18 or 16, but it's good, whatever it is.
All right. still like doing this in Excel just because I have so much other info in Excel plugged in.
Right.
It's nice looking at it.
Easy to sort.
Yeah. All right. That is 15. So it looks like Dan's going to be going first.
Yay. And missing. My favorite thing to do. I'll go ahead and help via.
All right.
I like it.
And that ends my turn. In disappointment.
Mm.
All right. After that, actually, wait. You said a 13?
Yes.
13 hits. My bad.
Oh.
13
Dang. Okay.
exactly hits.
Nice.
None of you guys are
That's what
close
you
enough to
guys
give.
That's what you were missing
What's that?
so badly last turn.
Oh,
None of you guys are close enough to give me a sneak attack.
my bad.
No. Well, I mean, if you guys, you kind of were saying that you were going to be like up on him
Right.
trying to hit.
Is that not? Oh, I guess I should.
You didn't position your tokens there, but I kind of would assume the melee fighters would be kind of up on it, ready to
Yeah,
swing, rather than running in and then hitting it.
Absolutely correct.
You standing there too, you notice the bits where your feet are standing, the water like fills those areas faster and then starts. So the water starts reaching on the corners that you guys are standing on and filling it. So actually your golem kind of forms faster than the other two, and it's up before the other ones are forming.
That jerk.
The other ones seem like they're going to form at the same time, but this one's up probably a round or two before. Then what was that total on your damage then? 14?
Yes. That is the entire thing.
Heck yeah. Still forming. After that, moves to Tyler's turn.
Hey. Okay. I'm just gonna throw a fireball at this thing. Or firebolt.
Yeah.
Let me specify.
That's an important differentiate. Or a difference there.
Yeah. I don't have fireball. Or I'd use it. Where the fuck? Ranged spell attack. Whatever. It's been a while since I've seen this character sheet, so sorry. Give me a minute.
That's fine. Been a while since we've seen you too.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a good hit.
Yep, that's a hit. You guys know it's a 13 to hit now.
Okay.
That's average damage, I guess.
Yeah, it's not bad. 11 sinks into same one. It is extra goopy or bloodied.
Just a goopy boy.
Yep. From there, it moves to Eddie's turn. Torge.
Yay! I'm gonna 15 hits. All right.
15 does hit.
Damage. Oh,
Sinks.
that's not great damage. Okay. Well,
Still
let's swing again.
forming.
You got to get back up and eat that horse.
Yeah.
That hits. That's a solid hit.
Hits. Yep.
And a little bit better damage.
It is just barely standing. It is now
goddamn.
Chuck's turn.
All right. And I got that help. I don't need it this one.
That hits.
9 damage.
You kill it 8 damage over, and
Oh,
the
That
it
is
was so close.
thing
truly beautiful.
sputters and just darkened sand kind of goes everywhere. It starts sunking back into it.
Okay.
You notice that kind of the bit that it went into or started rising up out of, it is, the water's kind of pooling there, and it looks more like just a pool of water now rather than like mud or sand.
Okay.
And
Alright. Well, there's...
all the bits that the elemental were forming were kind of dark and blackened sand, and those are all kind of spread out randomly around the inside of that, and they're starting to seep their way back into that pool of water.
Okay. Well, I want to start moving over to the one, because there's more of them rising out of the other two, right?
They haven't started rising yet, but
Okay.
the water is like right up on it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hurry, use the rest of my turn to move closer.
Okay. I would say, I wish there was a better way to notate. Make a token real quick with an aura to show you where it's at. But all right, that's where you move to.
Yep.
Did you move Torges? Or
No. Torge, did you move Torge?
I don't. Did
I may have.
okay. I guess it's kind of out
I
of
got
initiative now, but I was gonna let you guys stay in initiative and do that turn order again, and wait for that next one to start forming. Because as soon as you guys walk over and take a step inside of that ring,
Yeah.
I'll let you all move over there. So we're staying wherever you'd like. Move your tokens to.
How do you do the measuring thing?
You click on it's third
It's
from the bottom.
4 down.
3 down.
The
You got
circle.
DM'd.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
Aha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Do
Uh,
that.
Just wanted to check the range on my
is this
spell.
basically a free turn at the moment, or?
Yeah, it's another. So the one at the north hasn't started forming yet, and neither has this one. But the second you guys step inside of it, the water, like at your feet, rushes farther. Like the water makes kind of more progress as your feet dip into the sand, and it spills into that darkened spot faster. And so it starts rising, probably estimate turn before the other one will. But you have your turn order again, so it starts off with Dan.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do that thing that I like to do, and do bad at it.
Voodoo?
No.
7 does not hit.
I didn't think so. And I will help Torge this time.
All right. With that, it moves to Orem.
Oh, yeah. I'm within 120 feet. Let's see what spells I have with that range.
Is your AC really 10?
Absolutely, really 10.
Jesus Christ.
I don't have any armor because I didn't get any as part of my starting items, and I just rolled terribly on my dexterity.
Well,
So.
if you're playing a sorcerer, you don't get proficiency with the armor.
Yep. That's
So,
why
and I forgot to take mage armor because I never played sorcerer before. So, when we level up, if I survive that long, I'll fucking take mage armor. Pardon
There
my
you go.
language.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna chill touch from 95 feet away
All right,
because I can.
Might as well.
roll it out.
What's my thing?
Damn.
That
Which
hits.
does 13 necrotic damage,
Oh, okay.
and it cannot gain hit points until the start of my next turn, which I don't think it matters, but whatever.
Noted. All right.
If it's undead, I had advantage, but I don't think it's undead, so
It's not undead, no. It's
Yeah.
elemental.
I thought as much.
All right. Doing anything else in your turn?
No.
All right. Moves to Eddie.
Make faces at it.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at him real hard. Oh, it's
That
17.
hits.
And look at that, a 12 for the harmy harm. Okay. Well, that goes good. I'm gonna swing again. The 16 thinks it hits. Okay, we
It
do
does.
this one more time. Let's do more damage. And a 9. It's not so good, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah. It's looking real beat up. You guys are
Hey, I like
wailing
that.
on this little sculpture is trying to form himself.
Don't hurt me.
Exactly.
No,
It's a
don't do it.
very malformed little humanoid trying to pop itself up. And it's looking pretty beat up as it moves to Chuck's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna malform this thing some more.
That's what we're good at.
Man.
It does not hit.
Yeah, that's lame. Is that
There
18
you
hit?
go.
It does.
Yeah.
Alright.
You've rolled more threes tonight than anything else, I think.
The roller on roll 20 is just fucking wild. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put a smite down on this.
I am so willing to blame Tyler for all of this.
You
Yeah.
absolutely obliterate the fuck out of it.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, I do.
What's with the
roll
plus
hurt.
0?
The words, fucking words. I need to remember how to
the
talk.
macro roller that he has.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. I've got it programmed to do. Well, actually, BH from over on One Crit Wonder made the macro, or sent me this macro, and it's programmed to do up to level 3 smites.
Oh, so depending on what level you.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The smites changes the D8, and the plus 0 is the D8 if it's an undead creature I'm smiting.
I see. Okay, so it's
That's
just
what it is.
space for different. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
So
Okay.
if I smite it undead, that
Modular.
dice field will populate. Yeah. Okay. And then with that,
Alrighty.
I'm going to start running towards that one up there.
All right. This one dies a little bit differently as its last blow is that type of damage. And rather than it kind of like falling apart inside that circle, this one's kind of completely spread away, and it doesn't seem to be trying to reform towards that pool of water in the middle.
Damn straight.
So maybe we didn't break that first one hard enough.
Yeah, should have kicked it outside the circle.
Seems a little bit more dead than the other one.
Well,
Let's get this one first, and then we'll see about making that one extra dead again.
So this one
Extra
is
more
forming as well. This one's about halfway through, but you still get a turn on it.
okay.
because
Is
it
that-
rolled horrible on initiative.
That's my favorite.
Do we need to re-roll initiative again?
No, I'm just carrying it over.
Starting from
Speed it along.
the top again.
18 hits. And
Yep.
I figure you guys are standing up on it.
Yeah.
Same way.
Hooray!
It's bloodied.
Damn.
Nice.
Oh, that was a good hit. Nice.
Yeah. Since Viet did such a good job beating things up last time, I'll give him help this time.
Yay!
Yay!
Alright. Moves to Orum's turn after that.
You should attack the one that's near you, maybe, and see if
Is-
you can.
Oh,
do
is there
more
still a guy here?
reforming?
It's trying to. Now that you've seen that the other one kind of looks different than this first one that you
Mhm.
killed, the first one, the black bits of the sand are kind of inching its way back towards that pool of water in the center where it rose out of.
Then I'm gonna try and firebolt the little black bits of sand and see if they go
Okay.
away more.
You can do that. Roll an attack.
Ooh, I might not be able to do that.
It does not hit. You hit the sand next to it and it kind of kicks up a bit. But the bits are still kind of moving towards that center bit. And with that, are you doing anything else on your turn? Moving or anything?
No, I'm okay with where I am.
Alright. Moves to Eddie.
Alrighty. Time to swing. Which is all I'm good for.
I didn't know you swung that way.
Hits.
Oh yeah. Swing for the fences. Why do you think I hang around with Viet so much?
Fair enough.
Oh, an 11 for damage. Alright, double digits, I like it.
Alright. Looking really beat up. Still squirming its way trying to form.
Alright. Second
It's
swing.
moving to. Oh, yeah.
That misses.
Yep, that does not hit.
Damn.
Alright.
Alright.
Is there anything else in your turn?
I feel like we need to lure this thing away from the circle when we kill it.
When we lured them away last time, they became much harder to kill, and they also went back.
That's all right.
but
I've got this one.
He's got very low health already, so.
I'll
Whatever.
just smite
Sure
the
it'll
shit
all
out of
work
it.
out.
Alright. Yep, it's Chuck's turn now.
And you said you gave me the help, right?
Yes.
All right. An 18 hits, though.
Yep.
And put on another smite. Ka-chow. 23.
Super fucking dead.
Fuck.
Nice. I have one smite left.
Hooray! I don't know that we're using it effectively, but hooray!
We're
You used
trying.
it effectively on him.
All right. And then
Yeah, that one breaks apart the same way and lands outside the circle.
good. I move. Actually, can I do that more effectively? I can use the measuring tool, Joe.
You can't.
No. This my base speed's not even 30, is it?
It's 25.
Fuck me. God damn. I was moving too far before.
That's fine.
Yeah. Then I
I just remembered that too.
move as quickly as my little legs will take me. And I stop there.
Alrighty. So you killed those two. This one just now is starting to kind of re-go that process of raising out as the last bits of black sand make it into that pool of water. starts trying to rise up out of it again.
Mm.
But at this point, the water is probably to about here. with
Oh,
the
it's almost
grates.
there.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. Like, when you killed this
Hooray!
first one, it probably hit right about here. Second one, it was about here. Third one's about here. It's inching its way.
Well, let's shoot this guy some more, because
Even though that doesn't
You
make
know.
sense because of math.
Right.
But that's what it's doing.
subtle differences in elevation or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Midichlorians.
That's
Yeah,
it. It's
that.
the midichlorians.
Since nobody's close enough, I'll just do this, and I'll help Viet again, since he seems to be great at smashing these.
Yeah.
All right. Is that 9 damage?
Yep.
All right. Recorded. Back to Tyler.
I'm just gonna do another firebolt. Maybe hit it this time. Hey,
That hits. All
12
right.
damage.
Solid hit.
12
It
fiery
is
damage.
just past bloodied. And that moves to Eddie.
Alright. I'm gonna move way up on it. And I'm gonna swing. Swing like my life depends on it. And miss.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
My life is not looking good. What have I done with my life? Alright, I'm gonna swing again. Damn.
Man.
My life has
Yeah,
not
you
changed
missed.
one bit since the last moment.
It's more of those practice swings, right?
Jesus Christ.
Just getting warmed up for the real deal, which will come later, probably.
Oh, man.
Hopefully.
You know,
All right,
on
somebody
average,
come in here.
about 50% of your rolls are supposed to be above a 10. It's more like 80% are below that tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
They're making up for how generous they were last time, I think.
Yeah. They were pretty abysmal. Especially that second session. That was hilarious.
Well, and then the one where Tyler was absent, we blew everything up.
Yeah. That's true.
it.
That's it. That's all I got
Almost
in me
enough
is
to
two
account
pitiful
for a person
swings.
not being there. All right. From there, it moves to Chuck.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. I've got this.
Yep, I'm glad someone does.
All right.
Yes.
That's a... And you said you gave me that help, right, Dan?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Seeing if I got that crit. I did not. And finishing off my spell slots, 22 damage.
That is enough to kill it.
Hooray!
You drop this thing,
Yay.
and it's not quite as spectacular as the other two, but it
Right.
definitely does the job of splitting it away from that circle and doesn't try and reform itself.
Good.
Is the water at the fucking grates yet?
It is. It starts pouring. Finally reaches here. And you hear the water kind of draining and echoing as it's going down those grates. You hear some churning and clicking of gears. And starts
I'll maybe
you
come
hear
back
this like low.
over.
Alright, you're moving back to the center.
Just in case we need to turn it off frantically.
Alright. So you hear this low kind of whirring, and it starts building and building, and it sounds almost like a subwoofer type sound of this really intense low bass frequency resonating out. It slowly climbs up and almost gets to the point where it's hurting your ears, and it clicks and silent, and you hear a tiny little ding of a bell, and the portal
damn it.
opens up.
Fries are done.
Fries are fucking done.
Yep.
Do like an apple pie with that.
Them assholes.
This portal opens up again.
Alright, well, I'm not even going to turn the water off. I'm going to let this place flood.
I agree
You
with
can-
that statement.
That jackass wizard can deal with this.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Guys, step
I hope
forward.
water starts to flood through the portal.
Portal
Screw
is
your
slightly raised above the
pantry!
ground, but who knows? All
We
right,
should
so you guys
just
all
grab
go
like
through.
your helmet, Viet, and just start shoveling sand.
Oh, that's a
Or start throwing water through it.
Water,
Through the
sand,
portal.
carcasses, anything.
All right.
Just for the hell of
I'll
it.
allow
Just to
it.
piss him
Yes.
off.
You can try it.
oh man.
Here's your sand, you filthy animal.
Is everyone just stepping through the portal? Anyone doing anything else?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, let's just go.
Okay. See, you guys are all here. Like,
But as we step through this portal, do we want to leave that as our cliffhanger for next session?
I'll leave what you see as the cliffhanger.
Okay.
Alright. Great, so we can contemplate our doom for 2 weeks.
Hooray! Doom!
Doom.
Oh shit.
Hey, look, it's a big room with some trees and a table and a weird pile of sand right in front of a portal.
A couple guys with blowtorches.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys
I think somebody needs to rake their yard.
You have beautiful trees. Firebolt, firebolt, fire.
That's it exactly.
So what you see when you pile into this room, the portal remains open, and it's really overgrown in here and kind of humid. The ground is like tiled, almost like cobblestoney, and there seems to be like a bit of water that's kind of pooled up between the cracks of the stone and stuff, and you see dirt and things. And then there's some trees growing out of just bits of rubble and stuff. It kind of looks really like think a nice looking castle got hit by a Jumanji, and there's sort of
Great
overgrown.
Yeah.
In the center is a stone table, but it also appears like it. Other than the color, it looks completely wooden, but you can tell it's stone just from this gray color it is, even though I couldn't figure out how to get a token to be
It's
that color.
Petrified.
Yeah. And then you see two figures sitting at the table. Also, both seem to be made out of stone. And there is a golden pitcher in the center.
Oh, is this another game?
Maybe. We'll figure that out next time, though, when you tune in 2 weeks
Curse
from now.
you, stinking wizard.
Mm.
It's a wizard
Man.
tower. When do you get to talk to a wizard for free?
You
Why
don't.
don't we just take the frickin' bits of the staff out and light it on fire? Say like, look, you've got 5 seconds to asshole.
Right.
Nothing's
Except-
stopping
or-
you from doing that.
That's true.
I don't know. He sounded pretty irritated about the idea of them as well, so maybe he won't care.
Yeah. Once we find this wizard, I'm throwing him off his damn tower.
I'd take this gemstone in my backpack and shove it right up his ass.
There you go.
We'll reassemble the staff inside of him.
Stone first, setting second, and shove that stick right up third. We'll come out the other end assembled
Eventually.
eventually.
It's quite the Roger cube you've got there.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you again, I guess, Friday? Is the next time we're doing something? Or are you doing your DM's Guild thing?
I don't have any DM's Guild stuff going on Thursday because we're playing Sunday. So we'll be
Oh,
here
right.
on
Okay.
Friday for Alex's game, and then
Yep.
we'll be back on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central to run through the D&D Stranger Things starter box. We'll do a playthrough of it.
You said that's Sunday?
Sunday, starting at 7.
Sunday.
7
It's
Central.
7 o'clock.
Yep. And what else do we need to say? We need to say if you need some awesome dice, LibrisArcana.com.
Heck yeah.
And discount code Cobalt.
For 20% off your first month order of dice subscription.
Accurate.
All right.
Okay. That's it.
Later, guys.